It's okay to look. It's not a test, it's just to see where you are before we begin this lesson. Okay, so today we're doing a lesson on mixed fractions. And the first thing I think it's important to know is, what does a mixed fraction look like? I'm going to show you. You don't have to raise your hand. Okay. This is a really neat tool that I found online. And I'm just going to show you the really cool things you can do, because I'm going to let you come up in groups of 4 and create some. Not every group is going to come up and do it, but a couple of groups will come up and do this, and then another set of groups will do something else fun, okay? So this represents, I know that you know that's what a fraction would look like, but we're going to see what does a fraction really look like being represented by shapes, okay? So if I press this, it's going to create a solid shape. If I press this arrow, it's going to color it. It's going to create another one. If I go back to this shape, it's going to break it up into parts. See how that works? Okay. So let me go ahead and create look at this, see if we can figure out. Oh, and there's a nifty little button that we can make it look like this. Okay. If we were to look at these shapes, I know this is very simple, but sometimes we just need to see what it looks like. Right here we have a strip, or we call this a horizontal bar, that is one shape, but it's broken up into 3 parts. And if you look at all 3, then it's 3 horizontal bars that are solid. You see that? And then here's a horizontal bar here. It's a different color. And then there's 3 parts of it, but there are only 2 of them shaped. Okay? So what do you think this could represent right here? Kristen? So this represents number 3.
3 and 3 is 9.
Well, let's say this represents 3. There's 3 solid shapes. You can say it's 3, 6, or 3, but they're horizontal bars, so there's 3 solid horizontal bars. And then here is another solid horizontal bar, and then what would this represent as a fraction? There's 3 total, but there's 2 shaded. Do you need to know? Tamara?
2/3.
Yes, 2/3. This would be 2/3. So there's 3 holes, another hole, and then 3 parts, but only 2 shaded. Does that kind of give you an idea when you're looking at fractions? We know what fractions are, but do we really know what they look like? Okay. Let's do another one. So right now that's one whole horizontal bar, but there's 2 parts to it. Does that make sense? If I go one more, how many parts are there?
3.
Okay. If I go one more, how many parts are there?
4.
Okay. Now, how many parts are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts, but how many are shaded?
5.
5 parts. Very good. Let's go down here. Right? Is that one? That represents one horizontal bar. How many parts are shaded?
4.
Okay. Okay. How many parts are shaded now? The blue, I'm sorry. 8. So we have 8 parts that are shaded, but we have 2 separate horizontal bars. So this gives us a really good idea of what it looks like when we see it. Okay. All right. If I put a 5 there, and I put a 6 right there, do you see how that represents 5, 6?
Yeah.
Because it has
6 pieces.
there's 6 pieces, but only 5 are shaded. So it's not a complete part because the entire horizontal bar isn't shaded, right? Okay, let's make our formula here. This is what I'm going to let you come up and do. Okay, let's do a 3 and 6. Okay. Do you see that we still have 6 parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
Yes.
Okay. And how many are shaded, Tamara?
3 and equals 1.
It does equal 1/2. Very good. So there's 3, right here, 1, 2, 3, of the 6 shaded. If I were to add those together, that means I want to add this group that's shaded and this group that's shaded. What would that be, Blair?
6.
Excuse me?
No. 1 and 2, 6.
Good. You already broke it down. Let's see. So 5, let's write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to put 8 there. And we're going to go ahead and make this a 6 because our denominator's the same. So look, Blair got it right. She saw that it was going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts. And we have this many shaded here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts. And that would look like 1 and 2, 6. So she went ahead and made this improper fraction a mixed fraction when she gave the answer of 1 and 2, 6. Can 2, 6 can also be simplified. We'll talk about that in a second. Okay? All right, let me create groups right now. I'm going to have this one group, 2 group. Right here's a group, and right here over is a group, okay? All right. I'm going to fix that. All right. Now, we're going to pass out these jobs. We're going to work in